Hey guys, haven't posted in like forever, haven't done a stream in forever, and uh, it's kind of because of this Copa stuff that's been going on. I don't know what to do with my videos, so I put them as not, you know, not geared towards kids, because that's the only thing I know what to do. Uh, I don't know if I can get fined for having them up. I do not know, so I think my best idea is just to kind of stop with this YouTube stuff. Uh, you know, I always had a dream that I would become this real famous YouTuber, and you know, uh, really only my friends are here, so that's really going nowhere. And I didn't want to put through the effort of editing because I just legit don't know how right now, and I haven't tried to learn. So, yeah, that's it. Uh, it can't really be a sob story because I legit have like no good things happening on this channel. Uh, it was a fun run. I got further than I did on my other channel. And, kind of sucks. But then again, I wasn't really using this for much once again. So, I'm calling it here. There's no more streaming. No more Sir Can Name It All. Yeah. Although I will be actually moving over to Twitch, so I guess all's not lost. But yeah, it's if if what I'm using is doing all these mistakes and messing up and just ruining, some YouTubers are out there just this is their life. This is how they survive from day to day. Like, if you go to Markiplier, like, he actually, he could have been an engineer, or he went through a really long, school process, and then he decided to be a YouTuber. And so he'd have to go and, find a job and hope that someone tries to accept him or, hires him. And that's just how people get their money nowadays. It's it's really a shame. And it's not just the big YouTube channels that are being hit. It's the smaller ones. It's the people who can't do anything against it. And I guess all in all, I I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to be around. I'm not going to do stuff on it anymore. I'm I'm just kind of done. I I have no idea what fully I want to say about this other than just I don't know. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed, and I'm angry, and I just don't want to stick around, and I don't want to have to put up with this, and I don't want to have to risk, you know. I'm I'm not, you know, old enough for a job. Well, I am old enough for a job, but like it's really inconvenient, and even if I did have one, the fines they're making people pay if it's not in the right, if you're not dancing on that line of what's right and what's wrong, even if you have a job, an amazing job, it's still such a, down-putting fine. It's such a large fine that it, it doesn't matter. And it's for each individual video. Some people have been doing this for so long, and they have so many videos. And sometimes like you don't even know which like how you should rate them because you don't remember what happened in them. And you know, people out here with 100 to 300 to maybe even more videos, there's just so much money. And that's the problem. I like I said earlier, I don't really have a whole stance to say I don't make money off of this, and I'm far from it. But you know, people are being affected by this. This is their lives on the line. They could lose everything. And I know people all around are talking about it, and we do need to get the word out because this is a serious problem. You know, it's it's not expensive fines and you know tedious editing and all this stuff. It's not that. It's not just that. It's people's lives. People could end up homeless. These fines could take out so much money that they can't pay their bills. They can't pay for the necessities in life. And it's not right. And it's not even their fault. They were all fine on this. It was all good, and then YouTube said that their thing was based for kids. And while yes, I grew up watching YouTube, but I mean, people take that seriously, especially companies that are out to, and it's good that they're out to protect the kids, and that's good. We need that because there's a lot of people on the internet that are not good, and there's a lot of things wrong with it. But you know, it's not right, in my opinion, to say, "Oh yes, this is our biggest range of audiences is kids, 8 to 12." Well, when you're saying that, you're basically saying this is a kid website. All the stuff on here is for kids, which it's not. I mean, there's not awful stuff on this. YouTube has been keeping that good and making sure that, awful stuff isn't on here. But that doesn't mean it's all sunshine and rainbows on here. There's serious problems and things that are going on in videos and all sorts of stuff that just it isn't kid based. But that whenever I hear something mentioned like this, or with the recent COPA fines and everything going on, they do have. I always get reminded of the fact that YouTube does have a YouTube Kids, and there are some videos before COPA comes around, and I don't know how it's going to be after that. There's some videos that you do have to say, yes, I am older than 18, I think is the range. I don't know. But if, in my opinion, if people are worried about, say, inappropriate stuff or whatever, there's a YouTube Kids. And that's videos for just kids. And then I know some parents, like, I kind of know this from experience, but like some parents, it's just much easier just to give your kids an iPad or something and let them watch, I don't know, some kid music or some some lighthearted stuff and just let them kind of watch it, and it entertains them for a bit, say if you need to do something. But, you know, there's, it's, it's just complicated. Cause like, I don't know what really to say. I've spoke my heart out. I've said what I could think of. It's just, I feel like it's it's not it's not just YouTube, and it's not just, but YouTube is very out there to be blamed, because they stated that this is a kids platform, and it's it's really not. Yes, there is things for kids, and there is stuff out there that isn't bad, but there's also stuff out there that, although it's not bad, it's just not good. It's not something you would put on for a 5-year-old. It's there's things, and there's just jokes, and there's videos, and there's games, and there's all these stuff, these things that just, but at that point, that's why there's YouTube Kids. Now, in my opinion, what YouTube could have said would have been like, we have this platform, and we also have one for kids. Now, I don't know the legal terms, and I don't know a bunch of stuff about that, and, you know, but it's just, it's affecting people. And it's affecting them really hard. Like, so I've heard so many people mention this. The animation people. The Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations, something else YT. Those are the 3 people I can name off the top of my head. But, you know, it's starting a comeback. And they were like really starting to get popular again. And it's good. They put a lot of effort into that stuff. Not saying that people who do gaming videos don't put a lot of effort, or makeup videos, or how-to videos, or, music videos. Everybody puts so much effort into their videos. But now with some of the rules, like bright colors, talking about food stuff, talking about sports, cartoons, thing that kids enjoy. There's all these rules and all these things changing. And that's just gonna put a boot on all of them. They can't do anything. Like, I'm pretty sure Mark has done a video on this. I know Terminal Montage has done a video on this. I know The Game Theorist has done a video on this, in which they go into a lot more effort, and they post a link of all the rules, and so many people have done videos on this, and every one of them it's hitting them so, like, roughly. Like, it's a real problem. Like, going back to me. I've got a fan in the background. I've got some $20 mic. I've got a free recording thing. I don't even edit my videos. I literally record them, hit done, and post them. I put a title, I put a description, whatever. I don't put a lot of effort into it. But, that's like, unless you edit your videos by yourself, or, get all the things by yourself, and even then, if you do all the video stuff by yourself, the games you play aren't free. Some are, but some aren't. You pay for them. So, in most ways out of not, you're putting at least your effort, if not your, or at least your time and effort, if not your money into this. And, you know, some people just aren't getting that back. And everyone isn't getting their time and effort back. You know, you spend an entire day trying to sort out footage or set things up or, you know, all this stuff. Well, that's a day you just spent doing something that you post online and hope that random strangers find it funny or cool or interesting or, you know, I don't know, some people when they record with friends and they're also spending time with them and that, but, and like, but that's still, because I know every time I record, there's a different feeling. It's not natural anymore. It's just like, you have to be cautious about how you act and you have to really be careful with what happens. And then, you know, when you're done recording, you gotta get out, you gotta stop the recording, you gotta get all these sorted. Even if you have a hotkey, you need to, take time, like, okay, this is the end, da da da. And whenever you start it, you gotta be like, hey, this is the beginning, blah blah, and do your intro. Well, that's just time and effort that you're not getting back. Sure, people make money off of it and it becomes worth it for that, but that's time or that's money. That's just money you're getting back. It's not time. It's not your life. You can't get those moments back. And sure, you can record and you can stream and you can get good moments. But it's unnatural. And I know I said I didn't have much to say, and here I am going on a spiel, but people need to know. Whether you're watching on some random person's YouTube channel who only has, less than 15 subscribers, but 30 something videos, I don't know. Or you're watching someone with over millions and millions of subscribers with hundreds and hundreds of videos. People need to know. This is a problem, and this needs to be fixed. Will it be fixed? I don't know. I sound like a broken record, but it's affecting people, and it's really hurting them, and it's stressing them out. That's another thing. It's not just hurting them financially and time-wise and effort-wise, and it's stressing them out. Because whenever they're putting up a video and they're doing all these things, they have to decide, well, is it kid-friendly or is it right on that blurry line where it's not? And if I put it's not, what'll happen? And if it is kid-friendly, what'll happen? And it's bad. It's like, even talking about it is stressful. Because I don't know. I don't know if I could get fined. And technically I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be recording stuff. And if I get fined for it, well, how am I going to explain, whenever, I have, 20, 30 videos up? Say I get fined for 2 of them. Well, that's around, I don't know, $84,000 is what they were saying? The ability of $42,000 or $4,200, I don't know, one of those per video. How do I explain that? Sure, I know it's just my problem and my fault, yes. But, everyone's got their problems. Everyone's got their stresses. And You know, people who are just trying to start out. Just imagine how it's just gonna deter them. And eventually YouTube's just gonna be one of those things that was a thing in the past. I I don't know. It's something's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna make you sit around and listen much more and deal with some random person, as I'll say over and over again, ramble on about their stresses, and nobody wants to listen to that. But this is an issue. It needs to be fixed, and if not, it's it's going to be an end for, if not the platform, the people who use the platform. Like, it's a day of reckoning, and everyone knows it's coming. The only problem is nobody knows what's really going to happen. So I'm no longer going to make you deal with this weird fan static noise in the background, and my my weird voice and crappy audio, and I'm not going to take much more of your time, but this needs to get out. This message. It's it's a problem. So, for the last and final time, we had a good run. This has been Sir Can Aim It All. Goodbye.